Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, PokeaimMD here, and welcome back to the next part of the OU Road to Top 10. Of course, if you guys missed any episode, check out the playlist down below in the description. Also, if you're new to the channel, hey, feel free to sub. I've been doing this every year for, I think, the past 4 or 5 years, maybe? I don't know, maybe it's 3 or 4 years. It feels like a lot longer. But I've done this a bunch, always fun, always tilting at times, as a lot of people know. And yeah, we're going to keep going. So we're on our way to 250,000 subscribers and honestly on our way to 300K, which is my end of the year goal. So that's today's episode. If you guys know, I took a couple days off just because of the tilt from the last few episodes. Need a little break, need a little refresher. So we're kind of just going to ease back into it today, and it's going to be a little bit shorter of an episode than usual, mainly because I decayed a lot. So last episode we ended at 1830, and then I haven't played in about 5 days. I know I'm in the 17 somethings right now. Just because you lose about, I think, 15 points a day if you don't play 5 games a day, something like that at that point of the ladder. It's maybe it's not 15, maybe it's like 10 or like 6 or something like that. I think it's 15. But yeah, so we're in the 1700s. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna use this team from my boy Mimo. You guys can check it out, PokeaimMD.com. The link is down below. But also, we'll get right into team preview and then we'll get right into the battle. All right, so we're starting off today's team with Diggersby. Now, this Pokemon hits incredibly hard because of its huge power ability. And with Swords Dance and Mega Kick, yes, Mega Kick, we knock out physically defensive Mandibuzz at +2. We destroy physically defensive Mandibuzz. And even physically defensive Tangrowth, that Pokemon, I believe, takes 92% minimum. So it's actually a roll to knock it out with this Mon. But we have Quick Attack as well for priority to pick off like a weakened an Alakazam or a weakened Hydreigon or just a Zeraora that has been weakened as well. Or even like a weakened Urshifu. And then of course Earthquake is our main stab and our main way of dealing with Pokemon like Toxapex, and just a good move that's like no drawback in most cases, just being able to click that. We do have Dragapult here with the heavy duty boots because this team lacks hazard control. This allows us to have that longevity, ignoring toxic spikes. I think that if you don't, obviously spikes and Stealth Rock too, but I think that if you don't have a toxic spike absorber, like a poison type on your team, running heavy duty boots on Dragapult is almost always the best option, just being able to avoid that. But gives us some speed as well. Hex plus Will-O-Wisp, that way we can status the opponent and then get our Hex doubled in power. U-turn for momentum, and Draco Meter is there for basically dragons like Hydreigon. Just being a strong move in general to be able to go for, maybe pick off also a weakened Mandibuzz. Now, I don't know how many Mega Kicks we're going to hit, but ideally we land them all and we never have to be in that situation. Next up, we do have Rotom Heat. We're running specially defensive Rotom Heat because this is our Volcarona check. Unless we fight that Safeguard Quiver Dance set, then GG. But this is a Volcarona check on the team. We Toxic it and we Pain Split, and basically we should be able to 1v1. We'll live like +2 psychic with ease, +1 psychic with ease. Can Pain Split up and wear it down from there. Voltage for momentum, again, also running the heavy duty boots. That way it doesn't have to worry about those hazards. And of course, Overheat as our main way of dealing with Ferrothorn, Magnezone, just giving us some nice overall fire type damage with this Pokemon. Hippowdon comes out next, and we have enough special defense to not be 2-hit KO by Spec Shadow Ball from Dragapult. This also is a Zeraora check. Actually, the special defense also helps us not be 2-hit KO by Naive Zeraora's Grass Knot with no special attack investment. We also, this is our Stealth Rocker. This is a Rotom Heat check too because it can Toxic it as well and shrug off even a +2 Overheat from a defensive Rotom Heat. Gives us Sand, gives us an extra check as well for the team, and just status with Toxic overall. It can even it even eats +1 attacks from Volcarona to be able to Earthquake or Toxic if need be. Clefable is the next member on the team, and this is our Urshifu check because our Hippowdon is primarily especially defensive, though it is impish. So this is our way of dealing with 2 wicked blows, 2 close combats. We have Wish Protect. Wish and Protect plus Teleport allows us to pass the Pokemon like Diggersby or Dragapult or Rotom Heat very safely with the team. And I say those specifically over like Hippowdon because Hippowdon obviously has more HP than Clefable, so a lot of the Wish passes aren't going to be too much, but the other ones don't have the best HP stats, so they're good in terms of passing. But yeah, Magic Guard to avoid hazards and actual status damage. We do have to worry about like Specs, Hex, Dragapult. That's a pretty big threat to this team. But between Protect and a normal type, it should be okay because we can obviously switch around. And last but not least, we do have Ferrothorn. So today we're not bringing Hazard Control. Our Hazard Control is actually our hazards. You can see we have Stealth Rock and Spike. Stealth Rock on Hippowdon, Spikes on the Ferrothorn. So we either Forced Air Defog or Hazard Stay Up, which will help out Dragapult, which will help out Diggersby. Obviously, a lot of Pokemon run heavy duty boots now, but there's certain Pokemon that do not. Toxapex likes to run Black Sludge or Rocky Helmet. Hippowdon runs Rocky Helmet or Leftovers. just because they're better in the long run for those type of Pokemon. So those are great for wearing down, especially for like Dragapult and Diggersby. So we get a Spikes, we Leech Seed to annoy the opponent. This also gives us a Rain matchup because we do have Sand, but none of our Mons want to take hits from Kingdra. With the 148 special defense, we're not 2-hit KO'd by Kingdra's Specs, Hydro Pump in the Rain after Stealth Rock, and I think even after Spikes and Leftovers recover, if I'm not mistaken. Body Press is there, giving us a way to maybe 1v1 opposing Ferrothorn, but also not let Bisharp set up. Can also be good for, I guess, not letting Hydreigon set up too if it is an opportunity to beat us. And it's a 2-hit KO on Urshifu as well. And then of course we have Power Whip, and that's our main way of dealing with the water types that could otherwise threaten us. And also like Azu, which is, you know, a water type that can threaten us. So yeah, that's basically the team for today. Let's get right into the battle. All right, so no sponsor today, but let's get right into this battle. Kind of excited to get back into it. First off, I already love Infiltrator Dragapult. I'm a little bit worried though because Volcaronas on hyper offensive teams like this tend to run like Safeguard now, so my team might just flat out lose. And I don't really have a way or a means of dealing with you immediately, but I do have Sand, which is very good here, wearing down my opponent, and Quick Attack Diggersby is also really nice too. Hopefully Dragapult can wear down my opponent even more. Hippowdon is a fantastic lead because it doesn't lose me the game immediately, and honestly, in this game, Ferrothorn is expendable, so these are usually Belly Drum. I'm just going to Earthquake here. Let him Belly Drum up. If I had Whirlwind, I would have gone for it. And then what I'll do is I'll end up going Ferrothorn. Best case for me is they end up going for Aqua Jet instead of like Knockoff, and they die in 2. They do go for Knockoff, which is a great play. Now, Diggersby means I don't have to take any damage. If I go Clef, I can Protect, and that invites an Excadrill, but that's okay. I think that's honestly the best bet, because that way I don't have to take Life Orb damage, I don't have to take Hail. Protect just means Azumarill dies. They make the Excadrill play, which is a nice play, but I don't think it's gonna like hurt me in the long run. Basically, because I can just afford to set up my Stealth Rock here. If they want to spin, so be it. I'll Earthquake them after, and if they want to end up going out into, let's say, Ninetales or something, I'll be alright too. We'll slack off once more. I mean, they're going to be able to get up their Veil, but I'm not as worried about that, I guess, at the end of the day. Because I can always Rocks to ensure that Haxorus is lowered. I didn't have Defog anyway, so Veil was kind of something that they were going to get up, I think, regardless. Quick Stealth Rock here in their face. That way Azumarill isn't a sack they can make. That does absolutely nothing. If they want to Encore me, now's the time. But I can always Wish back into this Pokemon anyway. And, yeah, I should be okay regardless. So we're just going to Teleport here as they go Azu. This allows me to, I want to say, get in Dragapult, considering I do have the Infiltrator ability and the heavy duty boots, so I don't have to worry too much, and I can Draco something, depending on what they want to bring out. They end up going out into Urshifu, so I don't want to stay in here, obviously, to take a Sucker Punch if they end up going for it, as they go for the Wicked Blow. And we're going to Teleport, because we don't want Volcarona coming in for free. Now, the thing about Volcarona is, again, if it's that Safeguard set, I can't really do much anyway. It will beat me right now if it's Safeguard. Otherwise, I'll be able to get off a Toxic. I think, honestly, just wear them down with Sand. Like, Veil's going to end soon anyway. As they go for Encore, we'll go for Slack Off here because Freeze Dry won't knock me out as they freeze me. So, a little bit unfortunate, to say the least. Definitely unfortunate there. They do die to Poison plus whatever, though. Plus Sand, so I would rather still try and Slack Off here, because like I said, they do die to Poison plus Sand. So we get rid of Ninetales, we don't have to worry about Veil. I like the idea of going Dragapult because it hits everything upon switching, and I can just Draco here, get a kill. We get rid of you. Nice. Volcarona comes out. Like I said, depending on if it is Safeguard, I mean, it's Safeguard, right? I can't do anything about that. If it's not, though, Rotom can deal with it. Doesn't look like they're Safeguard, though, based on how they're playing. Nice. So I should be good. I haven't actually played this situation too much, but I'm assuming I just pain split up. Yeah, I took absolutely nothing from that. That's amazing. I took nothing. I'm going to make sure my friend Clefable gets nice and healthy here before I sack it. I'm going to make sure Clef gets nice and healthy here. Let's go ahead. Do that all you want. That's fine. Make sure I'm healthy enough to a point where they go Urshifu. I will sack my Diggersby. That way I can get in Clef and just click Moonblast. So I should die here. They go down to Poison. Then they bring out their Urshifu. And, yeah, good game. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So like I said, we had decayed a lot. I think it says 1724 over here. So my opponent was 1745. So ideally, you know, I mean, it's not really showing anything, but whatever. I'll wait for the next one. But we got the first one. Luckily, they weren't safeguard. Like I said, that would have been worst case scenario. I think we would have just lost to that. I don't have Whirlwind. Diggersby doesn't hit hard enough with Veil because that one's a bulkier variant as well. Usually like HP invested and whatnot. So yeah, Diggersby doesn't beat that, but that's the stall killer. But Spadef Rotom, man, yo, that thing took nothing. That was a +2. Is that just standard damage? I have to know. I have to know. Today's been a little bit of an off day, by the way. Not like anything bad. Oh, that is standard damage. My God, that's crazy. Only a 40. They got like the lowest roll possible, but like only a 46% chance of 2-hit KO. All right, so we're playing the. Have fun. You can hide the replay. All right, you're good, bro. Rotom's good. 1-2. Dragapult's good. 1, 2, 3. I'm very worried about this mon though in particular. I think it's super strong versus me, but with Toxic I should be okay. And like Zeraora is good versus me too, but Dragapult gives me the best lead that doesn't like lose to Crawdon as a lead, even though I know they're gonna lead Zeraora just because of its speed tier versus me. I do like spikes in this as well, but again, Pult gives me the best start, and I think we're gonna end game with hopefully you putting in work. I don't mind Necrozma being their start as long as they're not rest. As they go right for Meteor Beam, I should be able to slack off every attack they go for. I just want to be careful about Zeraora, but I think between Quick Attack, Rotom, and Ferrothorn I should be alright. So I'm going to Toxic, as they are Psyshock and not Photon guys are perfect. Get a nice little Toxic off. If they want to go for another Meteor Beam, which is, you know, smart, I think with Toxic plus Sand I might beat them down. We'll see if that's correct, though. Oh, with Toxic I do, so nice. That should be it, right? That's 18 or 19, whatever, that 24, whatever number I was at. Was not paying attention. So in terms of this, I do think that Crawdon is Clefable is the most expendable member. For sure the most expendable member, and I'll just Moonblast here. I'll let them knock me out. Very, very safe Dragapult play, I would say. And this does give them Togekiss potentially. I do want a Draco Meteor though, regardless of them potentially going Togekiss, just because Crawdon is that much of an offensive threat. Zeraora comes out and could have Grass Knot. Ferrothorn is the most expendable member right now. As they go for knockoff, I will simply click. I will simply click Body Press if possible. And right there, they definitely die to Diggersby. So we're gonna go for Quick Attack here. Not bother predicting at this point. Scizor comes out. I have a Rotom, but I want to keep it safe. I don't want to lose to this if it's Grass Knot, though. Which it could be. Otherwise, I click Earthquake here. I'm going to click Earthquake as they end up going Rillaboom. Nice. Now, I could see them going for the knockoff right now because it hits my team. I really don't want to let Rotom take like so much damage. I'm going to Mega Kick. Let them Grassy Glide. I cannot let Rotom take that much. Especially because, as you can see, Rotom's Overheat is so strong here. It is so strong. So it should get me a kill. I think I'm going to beat Zeraora via... I think Rotom is just, like... It might be overwhelmed here, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, they're Choice Band, too. So he managed to land, which is great. I'm going to give them Hippo if possible. Well, I'm going to try and... I'm not really trying to give them Hippo, but... If they are Grass Knot, they're Grass Knot. Like, at the end of the day, they're Grass Knot, I think. But I can Volt Switch and Pain Split. I'm a little bit worried about this one. They are Grass Knot. So unfortunately my Pult, I think, goes down to this Life Orb hit. But if it doesn't, Dragapult. Knockoff from Life Orb. 98 to 116. Yeah. Man, that's big. Yeah, that's way too big. So that was like a little bit, like, I definitely got overwhelmed by that Mon right there. We'll try and Pain Split here if possible. They crit me. If they're Scarf, I want to see if that actually mattered. Because that's definitely Scarf Togekiss by the looks of it. It probably didn't though. But I am max special defense and I just saw... Nah, it's a guarantee kill. Good game, dude. So, I definitely got overwhelmed, I think, by the Zeraora, especially because they're Grass Knot and Terrain. I think that maybe trying to, like, instead of killing Necrozma there with Earthquake, maybe going for... So that was my mistake. But maybe going for the Slack Off again was better. So I'm going to try and, again, we're just trying to ease back into it. Been a minute to play some serious OU. But we'll Slack Off again next time we play. Very similar to what we saw. Hippowdon's fantastic here. I'm especially defensive, so I can eat hits from this. Ferrothorn is probably the most expendable member in this, but it's so good early on, especially with like lead drills. So I like Ferrothorn early just to get up a spike and kind of body press, or just a body press and then get up a spike if possible. Hippowdon can check 1, 2, 3, potentially 4. This is probably Belly Drum, but potentially 4, potentially 5. Rillaboom, I got to be careful. Keep my Rotom healthy, keep my Dragapult healthy, and I mean, Volcarona, we already know Rotom is my way unless it's the Saw Breaker Volcarona. So I like Ferrothorn because Excadrill is something I can see them leading off with, and this gives me spikes. So I'll just body press immediately and then get up spike after, instead of leech seeding to beat the Volcarona. Yeah, so we'll get up spike here as they end up going Volcarona. And that gives me a Rotom. Again, if they're Safeguard, I don't beat them 1v1 anyway. So we'll Pain Split now. And Rotom is basically here just to deal with the Volcarona itself. I'll keep my Quick Attack intact for later. I said Ferrothorn was the most expendable member. Right? I did. Alright, Ferrothorn definitely expendable, so I can afford to sack it here to get out Diggersby because I don't want to take the unnecessary hit if possible. And I'd rather go Diggersby and just Quick Attack. It sucks that I didn't realize that would not knock them down. Of course. So this does give them a potential spin. But I mean, it's still possible to win from this position. It's just a little bit harder. Luckily they went Rillaboom first, so we'll go Rotom now in an attempt to deal with them as they banded Woodhammer me. That did so much. Just going to overheat here as they don't expect me to be Special Defensive Drill. Really? Based on the damage I did before? That's crazy. Like, I would have 100% expected Special Defensive Drill. I got to be very careful about this Rillaboom. Well, I lost now. Well, that's pretty big. I do think that Rillaboom was still going to be a giant problem, but Hippowdon can still deal with Dragapult. And Clefable deals with Dragapult too. And they can't Grassy Glide Sweep me because I have Clefable and I have Dragapult. So as long as I live that, which I would have, I'd be fine. But so not starting out the greatest today. Fighting these offensive builds too makes it a little bit scarier. And then Kyurem destroys this team. Especially that sub Kyurem that has been running around. Ferrothorn deals with you. Spikes aren't bad. It's cool to see an Aegislash. It's been a minute. Kyurem is so good versus this team, man. It is so good versus this team. If I Toxic with a Rotom, 1, 2, 3, I got Hexes going. I love Rotom early on. This is dealt with by Hippowdon. Hippowdon's pretty good here. Rotom is the only thing that I feel is a start. Lets me deal with Aegislash. Lets me Toxic Clef, which is important for Hex. +2 Diggersby can knock out Mandibuzz. I mean, it's strong. It's very fast here, right? Besides them having Kyurem, so that's something I want to worry about. what I hope to happen is that that's actually Specs Cure, and they lead off with it and click Draco versus Rotom. I live that. You know, I don't shrug that off, but I live that. I Toxic them, and I'm able to Pain Split because that that Toxic is going to go a long way, especially with Spike. So let's see if what I said ends up happening here. If they're sub, I mean, yep. Nice. So I'm a Pain Split here because my opponent has a good, decent amount of points. Instead of going Clef, I can always Wish Pass back to it anyway, but. Because, I mean, Rotom's good, but I mean, it can always come back in on Clef, too. Alright, you know what? There's not really too many doubles that can make that actually hurt me, so I'm going to make the Clef play as they make the Primarina play. And I have a Feral Thorn with Power Whip here, waiting for that. So, like, I could have Pain Split there on the Primarina coming in, but maybe it wasn't worth that switch. Well, Power Whip once, as I miss. Pretty unfortunate. Looking at this, they're probably going to get the first turn burn, too. They don't. I missed twice. Oh, they're going to get the second turn burn, because why not? I think I still like getting up a Spike here, because I don't think it's a bad case versus Primarina. Especially if Aegis Slash comes in. Or they want to go Clef. I don't think it's worth them, like, them staying in for me to Power Whip them. Oh, okay, never mind. They're like, hey, you know what? I dodged the first two. Might as well keep dodging less. Nice, buddy. Keep doing your thing. As long as I connect a few, I'll be okay. Like, I just need Primarina a little bit lower to pick up the KO on it. Just wait for my Diggersby to come out. Yeah, do your thing, buddy. I don't want them subbing here as I miss, which I definitely will, based on the nature of this game. So, like, Leech Seed would have been great there, obviously. Now, unfortunately, they are in Torrent, so they can definitely knock me out. I should be able to knock him out with Rotom here. I think Rotom's like the only thing I can go out into. Besides Diggersby. Like, I didn't want to give them Mana Buzz, but so be it. Like, I didn't want to give them the Mana Buzz switching now. That just hurts, man. 2 Power Whip misses. Into the burn. I knew the burn would happen, but 2 Power Whip misses into the burn really sucks. If I Swords Dance here, I can win. But I'm not going to do it in front of Primarina. I'll do it in front of Clefable after I pass me a Wish. So Kyurem comes out. Probably going to go for an Ice move. We have Clef. At least I can protect. And stall a turn or two. Because that's going to be very important for Polt later. Nice double protect. Let's keep going. Let's get Kyurem nice and low. Powdon deals with everything. I'll go for a triple. Why not? Bring right out Dragapult here and click Hex to knock him out. Rotom again can heal later. Honestly, I might just use Rotom to heal like on Mana Buzz, but we Hex here. We get rid of Kyurem. It's already in range of Quick Attack, obviously. Clef comes out. I'm going to U-turn out into my Hippowdon, which looks really good now. I'll Toxic first. The reason I'm Toxicing is because, again, for Hex. For this Mon, and also Hex for... if I get up rocks and they try and teleport out into Kyurem, it dies. So they can't go... They're not going to go hard Kyurem now. I mean, if they do, great play, but... wow. I can't believe they went hard into it. I really can't. Because if I Earthquaked... and get them something out of the turn. But it does force a KO. So, smart play. We'll sack you. Gonna bring out Polt here and click Hex once more. I'm assuming they'll go Mana Buzz. I think Will-O-Wisping actually makes sense to help Diggersby out. So I can Swords Dance in their face. Yeah, because I would rather get rid of Clef and then try and go all in with with my Diggersby. So we're gonna Will-O-Wisp here too. Next Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball. Not sure why they clicked the one move that guarantees me a Swords Dance. Are they Choi? Okay, I got 4 hits. And Earthquake is one of them. They weren't mixed. I mean, they were mixed. They weren't choice. Damn, that hurts as well. I don't think that matters either. Mandibuzz dies to +2 Mega Kick, so I don't have to worry about that. Clef dies. Unfortunately, because I burnt Mandibuzz, I did that so Foul Play could be weakened. Trying to hit. We get rid of Mandibuzz there. The Flable comes out, which gives me a guaranteed kill here with Earthquake. Which is the mon they actually needed the most, I think, to die. Give me this too. I will take this from you. They're trying to keep Kyurem as their last. They should have clicked the Fable. Can they make a double and win here? Would a double win in the game? 6 + 6 + 12 + 6 in the final turn. Oh, they got the Spadef drop immediately on me. Come on, man. Like, immediately on me. Are you serious? They should always Shadow Ball here. Again. I'm gonna see if I can outplay all their Shadow Balls. Because they are on a timer from burn as well. I mean, can I even outplay this? I gotta bring out a Powder on a turn they go for close combat. Okay. Let's go with you. I mean, if they don't get Spadef drops on me, I can win this, I suppose. Haha, okay. Oh, good game. So, I mean, if they didn't get the Spadef drop immediately on a Powdon, I won. Like that, that's it. But unfortunately, my opponent got it immediately. Like I said, it was a win if I won because I got it in. I wasn't 2-hit KO'd. Earthquake knocked out Kyurem and it knocked out Aegislash. But I mean, unfortunately that's Pokemon, right? And I've been getting very Pokemon here. Hippowdon, 1, 2, 3, potentially 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's good versus a lot. You're a problem, but I have Ferrothorn for you, thankfully. Yeah, I'm sad. I feel that, bro. So yeah, it has not been my lucky day today. Double misses into that at the end, but Hippo is the best lead. I just Earthquake. I wonder if they have double heavy duty boots. Earthquake again. I don't care too much about that as well, but we get rid of Terrakion, which is a good offensive threat, I think, versus me. Or Shifu comes out. Maybe to U-turn around, but just to click Wicked Blow. That's fair. Volcarona comes out, and that gives me Rotom as a switch-in. I'm not too KO by this, thankfully. Now, if they have Safeguard, I lost. As they miss Fire Blast, which I'm okay with. They have higher HP than me, so yeah, let's go ahead and keep them nice and low. I actually like lose HP by doing this, but and I give them, but I should still be out of range of whatever attack they go for. Yep, just out of range, and what I can do is use this to get my Clefable in, just to get the extra leftovers, so I'm not too killed by that, and we just sack Rotom here. Rotom also has a good matchup, even if they miss. Rotom also had a good matchup versus a lot of stuff coming in. So I like Hippowdon because I like the sand, especially for Pokemon like Zeraora, and this is just a free Earthquake again. They really are just trying to get in that Gyarados, I guess. I mean, I have a Ferrothorn that clicks Power Whip here. It's very good. I want to say Scolipede dies to... I want to say I don't die to Scolipede's attack, but... Ferrothorn sucks, man. Remember when I said it was very good? I lied. It's pretty bad. Alright, luckily I got the body press damage, which was what I needed for quick attack from Diggersby, but... Still pretty whack to miss all these power-ups today. I'd rather Urshifu come in and I sack this. To bring out Paul and click Draco. I didn't want to go Clef because... Unfortunately for me... Well, unfortunately for me... I thought that was banded, but... We'll go hard to Powdon here. Gonna Earthquake, as we thankfully live one because we are indeed a Powdon. I'm gonna need a Double Protect. That's whack. Yeah, good game. It's not because I want to go for Spike versus Gyarados too, but because I missed my initial one. Yeah, good game, dude. I really wanted to go for Spike versus Gyarados too, and I knew it was gonna come into play, man. I really knew it, man. All right, we got this person whom I fought last time. Assuming it's the same team, I'm gonna go the Powdon route as well. If they go Crawdon, I'll switch, obviously, but yeah, we're gonna Toxic first. I'm gonna get up rocks here too, that way we can deal with the and this guy's actually a Photon Geyser. But that way we can actually deal with, you know, repeated switching from Zero Aura on them. And I don't care if they Meteor Beam and whatnot, but keeping a Powdon healthy to pressure that Pokemon. It should have been Photon Geyser on the last one too. Definitely not the best episode for me. I do think we're getting a little bit unlucky when it comes to Ferrothorn, but that's such as life. Ferrothorn itself actually is like the best switching now, because I resist basically everything and I get up hazards here too. But instead of hazarding, I'm going to Leech Seed. Since it hits Scizor, allows in Rotom. Well, I don't want to necessarily allow in Rotom right now because they can knock me off. And that hurts me with Togekiss because I think Togekiss is Scarf. Togekiss can always endgame me, can it? But keeping Ferrothorn alive means I deal with Rillaboom, so I am gonna make the Rotom play actually, as they make the Necrozma play. And I'm assuming they're gonna go for that Meteor Beam thing they have. Which I'll get up the sand at least to deal with that. There's the Meteor Beam. Does some good damage, man. Because they are Grass Knot on their Zero Aura, my Powdon isn't like the strongest. Especially because they are Life Orb Grass Knot, but I still rather try and keep alive. Getting distracted. I still would like to have it though. No, I'll deal with Zero Aura via Moonblast and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna slack off again. This might have been a roll anyway. They'll go down to Poison. Dragapult means that they can't go out into... they can go Zero Aura and I don't have to care too much about that. I think Rotom is the best. If they go Crawdon... Actually, no. Clefable's the best. Because if they go Crawdon, I live and I get a guaranteed kill. Not guaranteed. I get a kill, rather. Yeah, I get a kill on them and I don't have to worry as much about that Pokemon coming in. I'm going to Moonblast again. Anticipating them to want to knock, yeah. Or double out to Crawdon, I think. Basically, I don't want to let Rotom take a hit. Because I will lose this. But maybe I made the wrong play right now. Because now I'm opening up Zero Aura a little bit more. I'm going to Wish Up once. I'm going Ferrothorn too. Ferrothorn I'm going to eat. Ferrothorn is... Positionally, Ferrothorn is good. I'm actually... I just don't want... I don't want what to happen last time, what basically happened. Nice. So I'll give him double KO. Like I said, positionally, Ferrothorn is probably the strongest here. Because it cares the least about Crawdaunt. But Dragapult cares the least about basically everything. So this is definitely the better play. We're going to Draco here. Well, Draco will give me a KO, but it invites in Crawdaunt. I want to keep Rotom healthy for Togekiss. I will Draco. Bro. I'm playing as if this is still Scarf Togekiss like the last game. And then I have Diggersby as an expendable Pokemon too. Actually, no, Diggersby's not even expendable. I just Draco again. Okay, and now I kill you with U-turn. That's so good. Rotom says, hey, Togekiss, I'm watching you. Hey. There it is. Alright, so I'm not sure whether they SD. I guess they expected me to go Ferrothorn, but I knew, at least in that one, I would probably do like one more. Definitely not the best showing for me, but I do think a lot of it, power whip missing hurts a lot. So that's Rapid Strike or Shifu, most likely. Specs Curum and things like that. Pult's really good here. Diggersby is pretty nice too. Yeah, Pult's really solid here, just Will-O-Wisping everything. The fact that I can... And Pult also says, hey, Curum. I mean, it lets me find out if Curum's Scarf, but Ferrothorn is going to be very important, dealing with a lot of their team and getting up hazards. And Dragapult just being able to Will-O-Wisp very early, let me scout as well if this is Scarf or not. I'm going to go Clefable, scouting for the Scarf, as Clef's only purpose would be to wall a Scarf Curum. And we can teleport out, as they opt to do the exact same thing. So we'll bring out Rotom because it says, hey, watch out, Pelipper, I'm coming for you. They can easily go out into Urshifu though. I'm assuming U-turn. I don't want to bring out Hippowdon. I'm going to Voltage. Because U-turn makes a lot of sense considering I have a Ferrothorn, but you also don't want to let Clefable in for free. Exactly. And I'm going to get up a Spike here. This could be Knock. No, it's Wish Support Teleport. What the hell am I saying? It can't be. It's not Knock. That's for sure. Perfect. So I'm a Toxic on Clef just to put them in range of Hex and whatnot. And basically just Pain Split up. And Volt Switch around. If they teleport, they teleport. I can go my own Clefable. So, look, they put themselves in range of being 2-hit KO'd. So that's amazing. Right back out into you. Gonna Volt Switch once more. And this lets me get in Diggersby and actually click Swords Dance here. And I'm making sure if they go Pelipper, they're going to be punished. So I'm clicking Mega Kick. Let's see. Hey, my friend. It's alright. Hit the next one. As long as Clef's gone, we're good. Hey, it's okay. Like I said, as long as Clef's gone, I'm okay. So they can't Wish, teleport around. They can't do their crap anymore. Rapid Strike or Shifu comes out. I would Surging Strike if I'm them, but I don't want to go... Like, if I hit Pelipper, I won right now, but I can't dwell on that too much. I think that this Mon gets kills whenever it comes out, and I can beat Kingdra via... Not really much, but I don't think they close combat. Yeah, I think Surging Strike makes way too much sense. And this is good because I'm keeping them nice and low. Body Press hits Ferrothorn if they opt to go to that. And I can always Wish Pass. So what I'm actually going to do is set up another Spike. And make the Clefable play and just Wish Pass right back out to Ferrothorn. I mean, I'll just protect multiple times, it's fine. Those spikes are going to help me with Kyurem too. I might be making myself a little bit too weak though to that mon. I might be making myself a little bit too weak to their mon here, but that being dead is so good though, because I can always overheat. All right, perfect. Okay, so I mean, I have quick attack for Urshifu. Come on, buddy. They did 25 to me, by the way. What does that damage imply? Oh, the fact that I'm heavy duty boots is going to be killer here, by the way. But I think that means specs, right? Like 25 is a lot. Okay, so that means the heavy duty boots are going to be like the win here. We Draco. I get to kill. They give me Kyurem, which is amazing. I think I U-turn out into a Powdon here just to get up the sand again. Oh, they're getting Kingdra, which is so good too. Nice. Nice sack clef, because my quick attack is going to be really strong here. Let me get a little bit of extra damage on their Kingdra. So I go U, I click Earthquake. I'm not going to bother missing my Mega Kick right now. I'll miss my Mega Kick now. You see how much I would have destroyed them. And now I just hopefully win the game by clicking Hex. Kingdra comes out. I have Hazards up plus Sand. I should win the game unless they double out into Pelipper, and then I just go right back on to Dragapult and do the exact same thing. So that's not alive. Get that trash out of here. That's not alive. I Hex twice to knock out Pelipper, and that's game. All right. Well, like I said, it's gonna be a little bit shorter of a one. Definitely not the best. Like I said, not the best showing, but I do think some games I don't think I played the greatest. But also some games I think that me missing power up, like in the Gyarados game, if I hit that power whip where he would have been like at 30%, I would have went for Spike after. I didn't know if the Scolipede was heavy duty boots or not, but if it wasn't, then Hippowdon could deal. But yeah. Anyway, it's good to be back. Definitely sucks to be that last one. I would have been a little bit upset if I lost because I missed the Mega Kick on Pelipper come in. But I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Don't worry. We definitely lost a lot of points. But yeah, my God, we're 17-11. All right, but we'll be back. So thank you everybody for watching. Goodbye, my friends.